Raggedy. What's up, man? Still going, huh? How's it going, dude? Fatal, what's up, man? Haircut for the meetup? No, it's I have a scheduled haircut every 4 weeks. I look faster. Just super fast. All right, yo, Artie. Hello, Poodlestein. Yo. Second favorite. What's up? Are you guys watching me go fast? Zamber, what's going on? What the heck's going on? Hang on. Did the Xbox event finish up? I left early to be late to the stream. Oh man, wild. A lot of game announcements, huh? I think what I'll do is I need to get the Miro board up. Oh no, it's still going strong. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, the Dark Ages for Doom looks pretty cool. I'm digging that. Okay, I'm gonna close this thing, open this thing, upload these things. Oh, there's an update too. Oh, getting an update to the workspace. Is it Poodlestein? I'm not sure actually. I haven't been paying. Dude, time is confusing to me. I just look at my schedule. Perfect Dark looks dope. Okay, I'm gonna open the project, and then we'll get started here. I don't expect the stream's gonna be 2 hours long because we're just gonna be looking at like where things are at, things that are considered done, just anything that feels like we could like a little bit more polish, and it would be good to go. We do have, what is it? If I look at the calendar, so next week is the Empire meetup in Prague. If you sign up for that or you're in Prague, you're welcome to join. You didn't necessarily have to sign up to join, but if you signed up, that guarantees you a badge or like a little lanyard thingy specific for Prague. But otherwise, if you're in Prague or nearby, feel free to reach out on the server. We'll get you sorted so you can find us. We're just going to be exploring Prague all weekend. But yeah, so after next week, I believe we have one more week, and then the week after that is the end for the challenge. So we still technically, if you don't go to the meetup, you still have 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. 23rd, I think, would be the deadline. But all right, let's get into this. I'm gonna change the music for myself. Okay. When's the next meetup though? A year from now, basically. Is the Empire meetup a games event? Would you consider it a games event? That'd be really interesting if you felt that way. That's just me and the mods and some others, like, just squeezing some stuff together. Oh, Unreal Fest is literally the day after. Okay. Let's jump in here. Ooh. Oh, I've got OBS at 60 FPS apparently. we're nice and smooth today. So, last time we were in here, this chair did not exist. This looks pretty cool. That's surprisingly effective, considering it's not like the actual satin look. Like if you use this this value difference to control like a Fresnel, you might be able to fake the satiny effect. Pretty cool. Does look like we got some stuff that it's probably on our side that we need to set up, make sure it's all good. Yeah, that directional smudging on the material though, man, it really sells that type of surface. But yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna start. Let's see here. So we're in B. Let's go to A first. I'm just gonna kind of scrub through everything. Well, oh man, that's a tough. Yeah, that's kind of a tough call because we also have. So you guys, on the last stream we did a feedback list, and then you guys have been completing them, and then I've just been grabbing the ones that are done and dragging them over here. I don't know how up to date this is. It may be edge decal addressed, so I guess it's considered done. Maybe I'll just go down this list real quick and just see. Walk around. Okay. All right. We'll walk around then. I mean, like properly walk around. And then I'm immediately trying to enter B. Bomb site B. I like the new stairs. There's some. What is that? Is that light or is that stretching happening under there? No, I have to exit. What is that? What is happening there? It is. I don't know. I don't know what that. Maybe because the normals on that are stretched. I'm not sure. Okay, to A we go. So this all feels really good. The way you guys are lining up all of this information here now is really, really nice. So full screen this. It is very, very clean. It probably needs. It still feels like it's missing the decal pass. This feels really good now, though. There's some nice like variation breakup on the surfaces as you go along the walkway here. Oh, this looks like it's been polished up as well. Very nice. It does look like a decal, but I can't tell. I mean, I guess the best way to tell is to just start moving the light. Yeah, it's a yeah. But cool. So let me go and look around here. This is all feeling pretty good. Yeah, there's some more stretching there, which I'm also assuming is a decal of some sort. It looks like it's the footprints. I think it's these. The hell? Oh, is this a blueprint, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, it looks like it's just the footprint decals. If you don't want these to have decals on it, we can just select that mesh and just say to not accept projected decals. I'm just gonna fly around. So this type of breakup, this is pretty nice. This looks pretty good. If you got like just some small little colored bits for like pieces of paper and stuff. Fanciest museum I've seen. Curious, what's up? Good to see you. That would probably help quite a bit. Just like you know, when someone throws like a wrapper for candy, and it gets caught in the corner there. This looks good. It's quite sharp. This is something I would probably note. I do see some decals on here, but yeah, some chewing gum, dude. Some chewing gum decals would like do wonders. But yeah, this is feeling nice, man. These are great. I wonder where those sit when you. I wish I could just press play from where I'm standing. Yeah, yeah. These look awesome. Oh man, the walls look pretty cool. Some man, if I saw cracks like this in a wall, this would freak me out. Oh, so nice, so nice. Oh yeah, this looks dope. The rays might be a bit strong. Might just need to tone it down a little bit. Dude, awesome. We probably need to get this into a position where it's easier to read, or maybe it's like it's outside the ring, or maybe it's right, or you know, like right here, like here. So you can be like, ooh, you know, and then read all the information on it. These look pretty cool. They do feel a bit stylized, I guess, just because of the way that the metal is reading. I wonder if you were to take that roughness and push it just a little bit further, like higher in the value, it would start to read a little bit more realistic, because it feels quite stylized when it's super clean, right? The other thing is these barrels are quite old, so maybe adjusting the rusty or dirtiness of it would do a lot. Are we still getting like crushed geo from Nanite going wild on it? Let me see here. We just disable the Nanite. No, it looks like it's okay. Okay, cool. Man, the bottom of this thing is really cool. The patina could be darker. Yeah, definitely. It's those types of details that I'm feeling. This is great with the like fish in the top and then the net. Such a nice touch for just like a display. This is nice too with it being just ever so slightly dirty. It does feel like it might be it's weird. It kind of perceives it's like it looks like it's low res, but then you get close to it and it's not. So let's keep wandering around here. This is great with the displays. We've got a few things that are missing details. This is awesome as well. I wonder if it would look. You don't have to do this, but if these were like this, and we have just like a small thing that implies that there's a wire, and you're doing this type of thing. Could look pretty cool. Just as like they're hanging. Oh, these look pretty nice now as well. Very cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Lets the light pick up some more of the angles. Definitely, definitely. And then this looks great. Oh my god, dude, so cool. So cool. Oh, this is cool too. Man, this is such an installation style. What is going on up here? What is this thing? Some wild contraption. Super nice. No, focus on this and then just like go up so I can rotate around this. Oh, this looks great. I love the so I've noticed a lot with the texture material work going on with the ship in general. So there's a lot of these like nice like surface type details. Is that a detail normal? Oh, interesting. The other thing is there's a ton of materials on here. So from that standpoint, find ways to cut down on materials when possible. So maybe all of this up here is one. So wait, you got your rope. You've got the chest in here, even though it's not part of the asset, you know? Maybe stuff's packed into it. I'm not sure. Yeah. we might need to add some of this around here just to gotta stop those pesky kids, you know? Rex, what's up, man? Yeah, so I wonder, is this, so there's the brass, the anchor itself, here it is. There is no detail normal in there? Bro, this must be high res. This is probably where we're all going to fail the test. Yes, this is a 4K texture. So we should, just as like a challenge to the people around. So if you can use a detail normal, you can get this look. This could probably be a tileable, right? A trim sheet tileable. If it's not, it probably is. Yeah, it's just yeah. That's good. So you can see this is a 2K. But like if we bring it down to like 512. There's no, like you're good with the 512 on the rope. And no. It does feel like the UVs on this part of the rope as well is maybe tiling less than the rest. So it looks like it's stretched. So it doesn't read like rope. 128, let's go. 256. You can make albedos pretty low if you've got like a good normal. Because that's the other thing, right? It's like the normal can be doing work for you. Oh, I probably should not save that. But yeah, you can lower stuff quite a bit, and then you can get this look on the surface with a detail normal. It'll look far less stretched, and you'll probably be able to get this anchor down to like a 512 or a 1024. We'll just close that. These look awesome. I noticed that we've got plants up above, and I think in the other wings, there was a wing where it wasn't. Okay, so it's just not happening on the way out. That's what's happening. So if you look this way, you don't have it here. Just something to keep in mind. All right, let's go back in here. We'll loop all the way around. Super subtle. So you did add the dip in there, and also the aging or wearing of the surface. These are also a bit more rounded. Also, this is really good. Also. Um, do we have all textures in one folder? Would be fun to see the size map for them. I don't think so. I mean, maybe it's all in here. Could I go to like hero assets, right? I should be able to right click on this, no? Or like go to, maybe I can filter by texture. And then could I do like size map, right? There we go. Of course it's the tomb. Let's put this up here. Okay, so what is this? $4K. Yeah. So a lot of these are probably all of these, like this row here is probably all 4K textures. Says 2K, dude. They're lying to me, bro. Hang on. No. That naming is throwing me off. What about this one? So the sale is 4K as well. So yeah. So like up here. I guess this is 4K because detail normals aren't there. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, see all this info? All this detail? Oh man, you could make a tileable of that 256, maybe even 128. And that could be like you could tile that like 30 times and it'll get you that detail, and then you can bring this down to like a 512 and no one will know. See, right now you lose it all. So you can sell the scale. So the holes you're talking about, where are the holes actually? It's missing the alpha. Oh, interesting. I guess it's no, the alphas they're here. Oh no. It's there. Um so what I'd say is like you don't need that amount of resolution to be able to pull this off. Especially if like you have to remember is we're viewing it from back here, right? So there will never be a time where you need to be able to have it sold like this. And I guess if you needed to have it sold from this close, like that's where a detail normal will kick in and help you. I think also the holes that you're talking about in the alpha, those can probably hold up pretty well. Yeah, look, dude, we're like running into memory issues, it looks like. Is that right? I'm reading this correctly. But let's keep going around here for a bit. So the other thing is shader costs, right? So when we were over here earlier, what is it? The anchor, we've got like five materials on this thing, so you're paying for all of those. This one's good because you only have the single material. Switch from disk size to memory size. Oh, I'm scared. There you go. So I mean, it's looking at Oh, I'm looking at hang on here. Browse to, yeah, so it's this. What? Okay. This hurts my brain. So this is a 4K flat color. This could be like no change. We're going 32. So the other thing is, I guess that's for this before you swap out the sign, right? So that's what this is by default. So your default texture, if I understand it correctly, because I've seen it in other engines this way, the texture that is there by default is loaded, and then it gets swapped out for what you override it with. So if you're defaulting a 4K texture and then you override it with another 4K texture, correct me if I'm wrong, Puddlestein, you're paying for both of those textures, which is why like your default texture should be as small as possible. No idea, to be honest. I wonder if Chris knows that. I'm sure Chris knows that one. I just know in some other engines that's a thing. So yeah, there's definitely some optimization stuff that could be had. Like I wonder the smallest things is like this one. This is still a 2K texture. Dude, this is wild. So this is exactly why we put detail normal maps on everything. Because you can't afford, like we're like far over budget. Like if this was real, like TechArt would have grabbed us a long time ago to fix this stuff. Generally though, I mean, assets look cool. Nice. Dude, look at this. That's dope. So we have some little display textures to get updated. I'm running into memory. How do I increase my memory amount? I always forget. I'm sure you guys know this one. Getting people into trouble. R dot streaming. It's like pool size, right? What do you put in for your pool size though? I don't want to light my computer on fire. So this is exactly what's happening here. 0. So I'm waiting for the stream to choke. Everything looks like it's okay. Yeah, so man, there's some tunage that needs to happen. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Wait, why? Why is this separate? I guess it's coming from somewhere on the ship. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Distracted. Distraction roll success. Interesting that that's separated. Oh, really? Without anything, you can put it without anything and double click to see what the default is. I don't follow. This looks awesome as well. I would say the metal again is just maybe a bit too shiny. The other thing is if it had a detail normal, that would help immensely with like selling the type of surface it is. An asset this size, let me play here. An asset this size, this could probably be like a 1024. Let's go. Nailed it. He gets Meltaruni. This is probably where, yeah. I wonder how you would. Basically, the way it was built, you couldn't build it like this if it's going to be this large. I think is the way to say it. I'm just going to default these back. Asset wise, though, it looks cool. It's very interesting looking. Will we create a playable build for this project? Probably not, unless we want to go in and optimize everything. Yeah, the back of the chest is pretty cool, isn't it? Did something like this, maybe. I like what's been had here. That's genius. Looks Doomish. Dark Age Doomish. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. Some texture still to be swapped here. Oh, that's nice. Is that a decal that's there? How's that being applied? It is a decal, dude. Nice. Yeah, if you don't want the decals, you can see it's stretching against the object here. We just need to go in here and just look at the just search decal and just untick receive decals, and it'll ignore those the decal projection on top of it. These look great as well. Nice little details going on there. This is cool. Are those in every... Let me see here. Nice. Nice. Oh, you're even varying up the... That's great. Are these textured yet? They look like they've got a bake. They're just like a base color. There should be lo-fi playing in the speakers in the video. That's good. Okay, so I think we were done in here. Like architecturally it's pretty cool. Some nice work went on here. The resolution up here is quite low. Probably just needs to be tiled a bit more. It is throwing me off a bit that these are two different colors. We need to watch out for seams here. I don't know, is this is there a mask that's tiling on top of this? Like for changing color and whatnot? You probably just need to make sure that's projected along the UV wise. Yeah, the vents could probably be a little bit more white. Right now they don't feel textured. Trying to see if like... Yeah, roughness wise they're a little different too. Yeah, the base color is like this brown or brownish color. And then your roughness probably needs to be more reflective. Oop. We're never gonna see it at that angle, so it's gonna be hard to notice it being reflective like that. Oh yeah, we could do the desaturate. That would do it. And then luminosity. That already kind of does the trick, huh? Kind of feels like these feel stamped on. The these guys here. So those feel stamped on. You could probably just do that with a single like card of a bolt if you wanted to, or you could do something like just geometry for the bolt itself. They would pop out when you get too far away, and that's probably where you could have a texture under it to just kind of cover it when it does stream out. Yeah. So okay, since we've been going through there, let's just look at like. I'm just gonna do this because it's nothing is more satisfying than seeing things are actually when it's said that they're done. Like this all looks like it was sorted. This like edge thing. Let's take a look here. This is just saying it was too sharp. We got an edge in light. Yeah, sorted. Sorted. Okay. This one was very specific, and it was just talking about these signs being really getting them have some breakup on them. Looks like it's working pretty well to me. I don't know if you need the breakup in the albedo, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so props. Definitely, this is not whip anymore. These are looking freaking amazing. I love the look and feel of these. We do have the signs. This is whip, just because not all the signs are swapped out. Maybe if we get to the next room. Yeah, so we have this like little sign that needs to be swapped. This looks really nice. We still got some floating going on here. I wonder if it's just because this isn't grounded. It looks like it. So it just needs to be lowered. Trying to figure out where it's best to have these. Like, should it be behind it? Should it be on the side? I'm guessing behind it. But like, dude, look at that. So cool. The different roughness information. Like the letters like pop out even in like a harsh highlight because of the roughness difference. Really cool. It's because we changed the stands. Ha. This is looking great though, guys. Like some really nice progress is being made here. I mean, you guys are basically on the finish line, and anything that gets taken further is just like pushing it above is all. So like this texture felt low res. Is it because I'm far away? It is. So it was like waiting till the last minute to stream that in. This one does feel out of place. I guess it's because it's here. I see. Okay. Maybe these could be more over here. Either way. This asset was already looking great. So it's really nice to see where it's at. Thing's wild. Thing is wild. This looks really cool. So it's being backlit by a panel. What I would say is the panel right now. Man, that material is cool. What is going on there? Using Fresnel on that? Diffuser, glass shelves. X-ray shelving. Let me see here. Opacity. Okay. Refraction index of refraction. That's where, yeah, okay. So that is what's giving us the look of the shelves changing their how much you can see through them based on the angle. Such a nice effect. Now, I think the only thing you could do to push this further, which already like these are quite detailed. I think if you wanted to push these further, it's this back plate. Right now it's just a big like alpha or not alpha, it's just a big emissive card. Getting some gradients in there, showing like that the back panel is not perfectly lit would do a lot. Like a lot. Like if it looked like a band, like a tube light in the back, that's just ever so slightly visible. Just a little bit. That'll take this very far. It's like you can see what's happening behind, but not really. Oh. Oh. So I think is it the sheath? This piece here looks pretty nice. This part could probably be a tiling material. That way you can get it a little sharper. Did you miss the shields? Yes, you did miss the shields, but the shields look good. The shields look really good. The thing I was going to mention, I don't know if it's on you. So I talked about the shields. This is like more level artists to adjust them as floating them forward and hanging them on wires would be kind of cool. Shields look good. Resolution's quite high. This shield, I did comment on this piece being separate. I thought that was weird. Like these should probably be combined as a single asset. But maybe it's so that you can do this, and that's why they're separated. But yeah, now we're over here, just looking at these things. We're looking at this piece. So this piece overall is pretty good. This surface here, I would turn into a tileable normal. That way you can get a higher resolution look out of it for not as much like textures being loaded. Because see, this is 4K again. A weapon like this, it's probably going to be 512 in games. And we're not seeing too much of a difference in the albedo. Let's see what happens to the normals. Yeah, so if it's a 512, it's going to look like that. So you want to, the reason for having a detail normal is so that you can give more UV space to this piece in here. Like this might not even be in this UV set. So that way this gets all of the 512 resolution bake, right? Same with the end piece and these parts here. And then everything else is going to be like tileables. But you can see like it's just not going to hold up with the way that it's UV'd currently. And like all of this information that you've got tiled going on in here right now should be a detail normal that's tiled on top of the entire thing and then just masked out in areas where you don't want it. You can also mask. So I've been talking about masking detail normals out, and you could mask out the detail normal using vertex color if you wanted. It's not like the preferred way to do it. You normally want to do it in the texture, but for ease of the project, you could do it in the detail normal or in the vertex color. Sorry. Yeah, let's just turn these back up. We'll just leave that alone. This base could also probably be a detail normal. And then you're just utilizing masks to help connect everything for dirt and grime and all that stuff like this. The blade also feels a bit strange to me. Like surface wise, I'm not sure. It looks more like a stucco wall with a silver paint on top of it instead of like the actual like aged metal that you would expect. And there'd probably be some gradients that you can do with masks to try and show the aging and discoloring of it. Some nice stretching going on here. Nice. I see what's going on here. So with ray tracing, this is a huge no-no, but we'll leave it alone. Just FYI. All right, let's continue taking a look here. These look great. Looks like you're using the same. Excuse me. Looks like you're using the same glass shader with the Fresnel for like opacity. That's cool. These look great. I am sure this is also extremely high res. 2K, a little bit more reasonable by comparison. I'm trying to figure out how to balance calling you guys out versus like shaming. We don't want to shame. So this type of prop for all three of these pieces should probably be a 512 as well. And then all of this like extra noise that you want on the surface, that can all be in a detail normal again. 8K Arito. Honestly, you could, because of like how this this looks good. This looks good. It's more about getting this like that gritty surface textural stuff you got going on there. Imagine like one of the maps in here, like maybe the AO. You could use the AO or like, let me see here. Maybe you could use this mask to control the strength of the detail normal. And that would give you some variation in the surface noise. That would look really nice. And the detail normal, again, could be like a 256, a 512. And then the normals for all three pieces together could be a 512 as well. So instead of, if we math this out real quick, you've got, like this is one of those assets that you can actually update it with just given how it's set up already. You would go from 2K, a 2K, and a 2K to 512, right? A 512 and a 512. Beautiful drawing. This is my mouse skills. Which is smaller than one 2K. You still have room for another 512, which could be a detail normal that you could use on other assets that have a similar surface to them, you know? You can see how much memory you're saving by doing that. That means it'll load that much faster and get it through the pipe so that another asset can get loaded as well. That's what we're running into right now is a memory cap where basically everything is trying to get through the pipe, but they have to get in line and take turns going through. But yeah. I mean, no, 4 or 512s isn't even 4 or 512s isn't even a 2K texture. You can do 4 or 512s and still be a 1K texture, which is a fourth of a 2K texture. So the savings, it's free real estate, man. It's free real estate. Oh yeah, dude. This one's cool. I really like how this this piece turned out as well. Love the way that you're using the lines in the poster. The light here might be a bit strong, so it's kind of hard to read the sheet. Maybe it's the sun. Is it the sun? It is the sun. Cool. Cool. 512, my beloved. Yeah, see, there's some nice breakup going on here. I'm trying to see if you guys did the thing. Oh, you did. Sneaky. So there's a faked bevel in here. Inverse bevel. You can see. And it gives you the illusion that there's a bevel in the inside there. Very good, very good. I like how the paint stops as well on the bevel. When you're texturing 512 asset in Painter and there's no crashes. Oh man. But let's go back here. Did those get baked out, these lights? It doesn't look like it. We'll let Poodlestein defend himself in chat and see. It's a good question in chat as well. Oh, and glitchy red, dude. What's happening in my brain? What's up, Frank? Good to see you, man. So glitchy red said BC7 low res normal map gives you a free blue and alpha channel. It's true, and I guess you just have to split the channel out and reconstruct the normal inside the shader, right? To use the blue channel for whatever you want. The alpha is not free, but the blue is, right? Did you say glitchy red or butchered? You could say I butchered Glitchered's name. You're doing it literally right now. Ha, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Cool. GG social influencer. I could come up with an excuse, but I've just been lazy and it was a quick thing. Squeeze right before the deadline. Makes sense. I mean, you were starting your job and all that stuff as well, you know. I get you. You were moving also, right? Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Be interesting if we played with the roughness where like this and the text here was different in roughness, or maybe the band here, or like this band was like just slightly different. It's not an excuse if it's life, man. That's life. Yo, dirty trash can, bro. Dirty trash can. That's wild. Okay, real question. Is that decal messing with the roughness? It is, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That is disgusting. Look at that. Gross. I recognize that alpha. That smudgy, wipey alpha from designer. Okay, let's go into here. Let's see what's going on over here. All right. Oh wow, this actually increased in quality since I last saw it. I saw it baked and all that, but I don't think it had like a texture pass on it. Dude, what? Look at this information going on here. I recognize that alpha. Man, this is really cool. 2K is your guess? This looks like 2K. 2K. 2K, 2K. So one way to let's see how this is all set up. Okay, so it's 2K, but you're not really utilizing most of the UV space. You're maybe like, what is that? 35% of the UVs being used? Is there a reason for that? Hang on. I don't think there's a reason for it. The UVs just need to be scaled into the space more. You divided it to have some extra space. There's two materials. You're talking about this one. Oh, interesting. Okay, so and that one's 2K as well. So this is effectively 6 2K maps for this asset. So UV wise, first of all, I think what I would do is don't ever like leave UV space on the table like this. That'll be you'll just get asked to increase it. If you 0 to 1 this and you put both of these in there, you could probably push this out as a 1K and not notice the difference. Yeah, you could probably make this, Miro's saying the same thing. You could probably make this a 1K texture with everything packed into it and utilize the entire UV space, and it'll probably look the same. And then like we were saying earlier, the surface noise that you've got going on here, you can probably do that with a detail normal. Some of the things that I think are missing maybe on like the bake is just like allowing yourself the opportunity to. So if you're allowed to have a high poly and then bake it, poly stocks too. Good to see you, man. So if you're allowed to make a high poly and then a low poly, UV it and bake maps, it's kind of like you're being given the ability to push a surface so much further than normal. So like when you have an edge like this, I would be either chipping that up or sculpting on the edge so it looks a little bit more organic. It'll also help show a bit of the aging or wear of the asset. I wonder if yeah, so you can see also that these are floating, right? They go into the side. And that's, to me, that's fine. Is it being reused? Let me see. It doesn't look like it. No, so these are unique. As far as I can tell, maybe there's a mask setup going on here. Because you can get more resolution by reusing, like say you only UV'd this piece and these two, this corner piece, and all of, well, even crazier. There's ways to UV some of it and just reuse it around the asset. And then you could use another UV set, which will be cheaper than uniquely UV geos, another UV set, and use a mask system to like break up these surfaces. This asset's really cool though. It's just there's ways to optimize it so that you can get away with more resolution for lower res textures. Yes, yeah, Miro, for sure. Like basically you wouldn't want to do a mirror line here because you'll see it. But if you can't see this side and this side at the same time, these can, like, you could just bake this side and then use the same geometry on this side. Happy Dragon, what's up? So these do get uploaded onto YouTube, but they're behind the Patreon subscription model that we have. But they do stay on Twitch for the remainder of their time until Twitch takes them down. But welcome to the stream. We're looking at our groups. It's like our server's first group project, if you want to say it like that. Group challenge. All right. But yeah, and then detail normals will probably get you all of this extra information on top at a higher resolution. Okay. All right, we got this armor piece here. I'm going to just really quickly go into here, and so this is still a work in progress. We're going to just do this. And right now we're looking at this armor set, so let's go in and take a look. So this armor looks pretty cool. Is the side on the left, is that like a recreation of it? Is that the idea behind like what's happening here? Like if it was pristine and brand new, this is what it would look like. Poly socks, I don't know. I'm assuming there is a way. Yeah, it looks that way. Anyways, this is really cool. I think with this being in its pristine state, I would still do something with the roughness of it. That way you have like a it's just easier to read. Right now there's a lot of crawling that's happening on the, let's see. You still want it to look like metal, right? Maybe the contrast, and then we turn this up. Yeah, because then you start to get some surface information on it. It's still gonna be difficult because you want it to look like metal, and if it becomes too rough, it doesn't read as such. Maybe an AO on there would help. Let me see if there's where are we at? Material AO. Yeah, so if the AO is no, the AO's okay, I think, actually. Oh. Yeah, this type of material is difficult when it's so pristine like that. Yeah, this gives you a little bit more information on the surface. Moki, there'll be another one for sure. There'll be another one, at least one more this year. This looks cool as well. I guess with this being bent, I would expect maybe these to be bent as well. Oh, some nice roughness going on in the wood material. We are three-dimensional beings living in a four-dimensional space. Okay. This is cool. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it's pretty awesome. Maybe the edges are a little sharp. Of course, resolution-wise, it's pretty impressive to have text like this. Might be a 4K to pull that off. Yeah, it's a 4K. So in cases where, in games where it's like, we need you to be able to read the text, you got to find as many ways as possible to lower the cost, right? So maybe that specific area is its own normal. That's like a 1024, for example. Maybe the albedo can be a 512, and you don't notice it because the normals are holding up the detail, right? Maybe this map, the packed map, can be a 512, and you lose a little bit of fidelity over here, right? But not much. And you see you can keep the normal quite high. So something to keep in mind. Like, look, the normal even at 1024 is doing okay. If this was a dedicated normal map for just the text at a 512, you could probably even do that. And a lot of this pattern information here looks like it could even be a trim sheet, possibly. So then you could do the page and then a trim sheet pattern on the side and then just UV it all. Nanite it, carve it in. Yes, please. Enter my nightmares. Yeah, you can carve that text in all you want. Just please UV it for me. Cool. This seems like a little bit of like, it's probably fine. But if it's gonna be like this aged, we should probably have a little bit of chipping and stuff on it, just so that we get some variation. Oh, this looks cool. Maybe a bit shiny in the roughness, but I like that there's some surface play through the roughness. Blah, 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 you know. This is cool as well. Again, I would try and damage the edges when possible, just to break it up. These feel really thin to me. I would probably thicken those up quite a bit. And then maybe like the base even needs to come further forward, just so that it looks like it can hold that weight. This turned out pretty cool. The damage to the stone does feel a little ZBrushy, you know, where you're just like that. That's what's happening. I probably could have used some damaged alphas in the sculpt just to give us some like crunchy look to the edges. It is uncertain what this means. I've not read this message until right now. I don't see it. I don't know about you guys, but dude, this person writes like I wrote, or this person wrote like I write. It starts out as pictures, and I'm like, all right, I need to write stuff, and then as you continue writing, your writing gets smaller and smaller. This is a 4K, but look, it says it's a 2K. It's like testing our. Come on, you're 40, not 4,000. Or I'm 4,000 because I'm from the future and I'm a robot. It's camo 4K. No one will notice it, right? Yeah, because the way you name your content has everything to do with like the performance of it. It directly affects your performance. Yo, this looks rad. This looks high res. This is at least 2K. This is probably 4K. Yeah, 4K. That's a spicy meatball. Feed me. Feed me. Rah! That's cool though. I like it. This material could be tileable. Could be a 512 tiled 4 times and look the same. If you did a 512 and you tiled it 8 times, it would essentially be a 4K texture. Is he always like this? Maru or the statue? Like, bah, ah, feed me. Oh, this came in. Let's go. Oh my god, girl, he did not. Kind of sus looking. So cool. We're bringing it down here. And we're gonna we're just gonna, where is it at? Effects world. There we go. I guess I could just turn it off. Rectangle light? Rectangle light. Oh yeah. You guys have wild settings here. 2000? There we go. Just like, man, this is wild. So this is extremely high res, of course. There's a lot of texture sheets on it, or texture like materials on it as well, which is, you don't want that. What engine version are you running? What is it? 4? 5.4.2? But like, we have some nice roughness. The normal information, like this is sculpted. ZBrush sculpted. A lot of work went into making this happen. It very easily can get busy too. Maybe we use temperature. Make this like a warmer light. We dupe this one, put this one over here. No shadows on this one. And then maybe even a little bit lower in strength. Be like 500. And then we can make this one cooler. Then we can really see the material doing its work. Man, it's crazy. This is really, really well done. It's interesting too, because like with the patterns, the way that they are here, this could be a trim sheet, and maybe that's how this is being UV'd. I don't know. Let's look at the UVs here actually. Now it looks like it's 0 to 1. So UV2 is being made by Unreal because of the light map. Create light map UVs checked during import. UV1 is likely because of a mesh combine during the creation of the low poly mesh. And then this one looks like the primary UV setup. But of course, there's some other materials, so some stuff overlapping. But it looks like it's uniquely baked. I think if you could use this as a trim sheet, or like a trim sheet, you could probably get this down to like a 512 for the metal. And then the wood material could be like a tileable with just some geo changes in it to make it look sculpted. Like you just bend it a little bit here and you're good to go. Either way, really nice. This could easily be a 512 and look like this. Maybe a 1024 for the metal piece. It's crazy nice though. Like that is wild. You think it is trim? Let me look here. Right, so we have the metal details. So the metal details could definitely be lower. That's this material though. Let me go to this one. This is the wood part. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, so the wood, there's a lot of like space over here that needs to be utilized. And I'm wondering if like the wood part could probably be done with masks. Then let's, so these, I don't know, there's a lot of material splitting, which leads to some issues. Because you're calling more and more materials in. Okay, so there's, oh, interesting. Yeah, so there's some quite unique. Yeah, so these are uniquely, okay, I see. Hmm. So what you could do is you could make all four of these meet the edge, and then there might be a little bit of room left, and you can make an edge like this that goes all the way along, and then you can match the UVs to line up where it transitions from the plate to the side, and then all of the sides would just be the same UVs. That would help a lot. You get more resolution out of this. This could probably go down to, yeah, probably like probably a 512, which means you're getting roughly 256 pixels per one of these. If it's a hero asset, 1024, probably max, unless the camera's going to be this close, then we're looking at a 2K, but no higher than 2K. Only thing I would point out is these still feel really dark by comparison. So those just need to be tuned to feel more natural to the, like, I know in the reference they're pretty different from each other, but no one's going to know the reference by comparison of the final asset. You know, they'll just look at this as a user error. So like if we grab this material, wow, it's already 9:30. Oh my god. So first of all, we could go to unlit and just look at the albedo, and maybe we can shift the we can desaturate it a little bit, and then we can bring the luminosity up. See, now it's kind of in the same range in the albedo. And then if we look at maybe the roughness, let's roughness looks, yeah. So if we go here, now it's a little bit more in line versus like before. It's just those tuning a bit. I wonder if the other thing to check for like unifying your materials is we go to buffer and we'll just go overview and just look at each one of these and make sure that everything looks pretty similar. So you can see your metallic maps are like, everything is gray. Of course, I'm in the camp of like black or white until we get like a more accurate PBR model, which maybe substrate is that answer. But if that's the case, then maybe we should be looking at our metalness or our metallic and adjusting the metallic to be more in that gray range as well with the rest of the materials. And then it'll really start to read. Because the main reason it's so dark now is because it's more metallic than everything else around it. It's a bit rusted on the top. Maybe that's why it's gray. Right, but rust is black with current PBR values. Yeah, when substrate comes out, then you could do exactly what you're talking about, Panjo. The rust could be black. The metal could be white. But the nuances between the two are accurately represented. Right now, it's just like PBR is physically based, not physically accurate. But yeah, Miro does it anyways because his team allows it. They're like, that's the direction that they go in, right? But depending on the studio, you have to listen to the studio's mandate. Physically cringe. I think around the time that we get physically accurate is the moment that a lot of games are going to start going away from it. But yeah, let's keep going here. This is cool. I love that it is scaled up just so that we can get like a a representation of it. The open ring brooch. Dude, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Again, presentation. No, Miro, it's fine, man. You don't scare me. It just tells me you don't work with me. That's all. But no, I think in the future that is the direction things will go. It'll become even more accurate, which will allow for those values to be more easily representable. What the hell? Oh, that is so satisfying that these are so reflective. Man, that's cool. I don't have anything to say about this one. This one's like super impressive. Maybe the wood grain projection here is a little weird. Maybe that's what I could point at. Don't answer if this feels too intrusive a work question, but how common is the level of trim you're recommending in practice? Or is it usually best practice is often not common practice? Um, if you can use a trim sheet, you should probably use a trim sheet. That's because you're just going to get more resolution for what you're putting in, right? Whenever you can make a pixel more than just a pixel, like if that pixel can be reused more than once, or you're going to be tiling it, or it's that pixel is worth more in a sense and costs the same as one pixel. Oh, rookie, dude, you're totally right on that. The reason we use metal rough in the games industry is because we don't want to pay for spec gloss. Spec gloss is definitely more accurate, but requires an extra texture for every material, right? Thing is substrate requires an extra texture, right? So it's coming. It's just a matter of time. But we need to get extra texture to get better looking games. More realistic looking games. This is before I walk away from this one or float away from this one. This is sick. This is very well done. Really cool presentation. I would definitely fix the wood material here. It's a very simple thing. Just the way that the wood grain projects is very minor, though. Okay, on to oh, this looks cool. Nice. So these look really cool. I don't right now. I don't know how they're being mounted or how they're floating here. That's probably the only feedback I really have for these. And this presentation, like we still need to get materials on this stuff here. I guess this is one material here. Maybe that's why. Yeah, because the pillow and yeah, so these just aren't separated. What do you make of the 4 dimensions? I don't know what you mean. uh, Could be, but let me see here. I'm scrolling. I did not understand the measurements of my props reference on the official Met Museum website. I just copied it as I was too afraid to ask. But now that it has made its way to the poster, I feel like I need to mention it. There are 4 dimensions mentioned. What does it mean? Oh, that is interesting. I have no idea. It could be the length of the pin. That's the only thing I can think of, though. I would love to know. If you email the museum, I'd love to know. I was gonna say maybe it's the length of the pin. Yeah, it's really strange. Is the pin actually this long in the rep? Like, you linked it, didn't you? Hang on, I'm looking. Let's see how they're. Man, yours looks almost exactly. That's crazy. That is super strange. Definitely email them if you want to know. I'm curious now as well. What have you done to me? I can't sleep now. That's going to be in my mind. Uh, yeah. So Pello knives, the most dangerous of knives. They put you to sleep permanently. Otherwise, presentation's pretty cool here. I would figure out what this booth thing is. It doesn't look textured, and it's got floating props in it, which might be a little bit of a concern. You could probably put the glass shelves in it that we had like over here. That could be kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't need sleep. I need answers. Give me the answers. Give me the freaking answers now. Man, I think this hasn't changed at all, but I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. It could really use a detail normal. Telling you, man, because then you can tune like the strength, like this noise here, this like normal noise information here. I want like the ability to lower the strength of it, but it's all like directly embedded inside of here, so you can't touch that at all. You know, it's also 4K. Yeah, you guys should have. I mean, I said it the last couple streams as well. Where's the detail normals? No one reacted to it. Detail abnormal. We're a new project with detail abnormals. 6-pack. If there's one thing I've heard in interviews, This will freak you out. So I've heard in interviews, looking at prop art or the quality of art in a portfolio, can you point out any of your props in your portfolio that aren't 4K textures? And then the ones that aren't 4K textures, how are you getting the quality to be where it's at? No, rookie, we're about to rookie Ray. We're about to look at it. You're like, yes, it's an 8K texture. Oh, that's good. Ooh, I like the color. Is it supposed to be graffiti? Dude, this looks like it took some work, man. I wonder if it would benefit from having like low lights. You know? I mean, maybe it can even be like built into the booth like this. Do we have like an exposed a strip light could be pretty cool. But I want to just like, can I? Can I just hang on? Outer cone. Maybe like 150. We probably can't. Probably can't do that. And then we need to grab this. It's probably being clamped by the mesh itself. But then we can take the directional light, dude. Because if you could get this type of stuff going on, dude. I mean, I guess it's. I'm like, where is that light? There's a. Where are you? Where are you? I don't know. Getting some light under there, man, could look pretty cool. I mean, I guess you could use like a rectangle light. Ray, this is pretty sick though, man. Oh my, I'm pretty sick now, man. Let me just put this to like 5,000. Whoa. $150 maybe? No. 100? Yeah. Then we have 2K. We can make it narrow, but then wide like this. Dang, dude. Yeah, this asset's really cool though. It's really cool. Barn door angle. There we go. That's what we want. Because there's so much storytelling going on, or perceived storytelling. I don't know if there's actually a story. And I love the graffiti that's on top. Dude, there's so much like cool damage and stuff going on. Look at the, oh man. Okay, hang on. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So much volume. Man, it looks really cool. Dude, all we've been looking at is textures today. And the lack of or our direction towards abnormals, detail abnormals. Looks great though, dude. I think man, there's 2 sheets too. 4K, let's go. I would probably have done a detail normal, of course. Then you could probably lower this quite a bit because you just need to support the geo with normal, which means it can go get wrecked. 2 4Ks. Let's go. And you see it gets all melty and stuff. Is there a detail normal on this at all? I don't think so. No. Dude, no one's using a detail normal. I think it needs a detail normal. Gonna say it over and over. I'm just surprised after saying it over and over in other streams that you guys never added any. Like, I'm like half disappointed, honestly. I do have a detail normals tutorial. Like, rage. Anyways, the asset looks sick. It just won't ship on a console. Absolute disaster. But I mean, that wasn't the goal. We weren't supposed to ship on a console, right? So I get you guys. I'm just, you know. Anyways, cool asset. Looks sick. Are you just got a dog as well, man? Like, are you even gonna make it to the meetup? I don't think you are, Ray. I don't think you are. Console and mobile need nanite, basically, is what that comes down to. Looks really cool though. I like the approach you went with where the cracks are and stuff, just to kind of break up the surface in a way where it doesn't look like what the hell? Maybe the graffiti on the top is a little hard to read and it's kind of strangely placed. I think on the sides here it really reads like you can understand what the color is. Whereas up here it's so broken up and aged that it kind of feels like maybe it's colors coming from like stained glass. Oh man, Polystocks, that's such a good one. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to lower your textures, but someone will. And that's how it'll look when it gets lowered. Oh, we can't forget center area. Whoa, dude, when you're rotating, the eyes look like the Matrix. What the hell? This looks cool though, man. I was very happy with what you submitted. Like, I don't think you've touched it since, but delicious. Yeah, man, really cool. I don't need to say anything now. Was this your own design, Miro? Yeah, there was no technical guidelines. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. It's the son of Horus. And a mix of your, let me see here. When you say son of Horus, you mean Warhammer, right? All textures clamped at 256. We're making a pixel art museum. which actually sounds kind of fun. This is really cool, man. It looks great. And Ray, I appreciate you saying it like that, because now the next challenge definitely will have limitations. But what's great about this project is I think it got you guys working together in a way that we don't normally work together in, right? Usually we're all working in our stuff together separately, but then presenting information to each other for feedback and whatnot. Is this plant's over here? These turned out great. Like, I'm really happy with these. I'm sure they're high res, but the difference between where the foliage was at before, like in the first iteration, and where it's at now, that makes sense, I think. There's some good progress from like the previous. The plants are lacking some roughness variation now, though. Yes, no, I agree with that. It could be the lighting as well. Let me see here. Yeah, right now it's all very samey, right? It's interesting. There's a little dust speck stuff in there. I wonder if you were to go and like. Oh, we just have the roughness min max in here. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, nope. Nope. We're not messing with that. But yeah, this is really sick. Dude, look at the green kind of bleeding onto the. Like, I think what do you want to call it? Like the stem likely is not super green like that. So that's something to maybe work on in the future, or if we have time to come in and just like figure out how to texturally ground it in a natural way and then get the color variation that's in there. And then I think the shout out on the roughness is a good one. Like if you were to give some variation in the roughness and then take all the like the kind of dirt looking stuff and keep that in the brighter range, you're gonna get this nice kind of semi-reflective leaf that's got like specks of dust in it. All museum plants are plastic. Yeah, the sun is too bright, I think. I agree. I agree. It's at 80,000. It's interesting is like look at this wall and see the brightness here and the brightness here. Going from 80,000 to 60,000 is mainly hitting like your mid values. The wall is still so bright that it's like it's pushing it's not really pushing it around, or it doesn't have room to push it around. If we go down to 50, see 50,000, we're still only really affecting the. Let's go down to like 10,000. And I think these values are a bit inflated because of post processing as well. Because look now look how much range you have in the roughness here. Because it's not being filled out. Yeah, you can actually see the wall detail now. It's definitely something that needs to be tuned. It's actually making the lighting pop a bit more as well. And the props also, because now the backdrops don't get as much fill light. I wonder what the... Yeah, indirect intensity is at 3. Okay. The problem is you're getting all the shimmering, right? Is the there is a light there too. You could tell the emissives to not contribute to the ray tracing or the GI, or lumen rather, and that'll get rid of your fireflies. But you can see how much more you're getting for not having such a bright. What was this? 80? 80,000? The environment becomes so much more dynamic by getting it down to like 15,000. And you see now you get the spotlight here. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. Let me see what it looks like over here. Dude, hell yeah. See, these probably need a bigger light on them. That's cool. But you end up not losing as much and being able to have the range. It looks like that noise that's in the roughness is also in your normal. You probably want to remove that entirely. Like the surface of your leaves should be pretty smooth, macro wise or like micro wise. Macro wise, you get these like little indents and stuff, but yeah, something to tune. This bad boy, I'm a big fan. It's of course meaty, but I wonder, dude, look at that. Look at that albedo. I bet you could take this down. Look at it's a 128 now. Maybe is it the back? It is the back. Okay. I was like, whoa, wait, what? No, you're still losing some information. Oh, it gets so blurry so fast. This could probably be tileable. Yeah, there's the... So you did add color in your... Interesting. I mean, it's the best way to get all these details to pop, I think. The Geo will carry it quite a bit, I think. Definitely. It'll still blur, but I think it'll just get softer. Like if you bring it down to 512. It's not all that different. You do lose some of the edge highlights. Yeah, you could bring this down to a 1024 and no one would know. I know TechArt would do it. That's for sure. So it's a fourth the cost at almost no visual difference. The normal is really going to have to stay, though, for what you're doing here. Detail normal could help, but yeah. I'm not going to tell you to apply it because you guys are going to shoot me. Yes. Okay, I feel like I missed something. It's not AO if it's brown. It's true. It's true. I'm wondering if these are too dark or not. I mean, I think in unlit they're fine. So it's more about the general lighting. Man, these are really popping now. I wonder if this should just be darker, like a darker color. You guys are very close. Oh, we missed these two. So this one, hot sauce. Look at that. Look at that. The central room with the directional light off is not too noisy, but I think it's because we have a tube light on each Or no, it's just a spotlight with a huge radius. A little spendy. It is very Deus Ex. I think that was what I was like, being like, hey, you should do this. I love the grading here. If you go a little bit further in, so you can see it from down here. So the ones we missed, look at this one. Like, dang, how cool. Really nice. Really well done. And then this one. This one feels like it's not getting the light that it should be getting. I'm not sure how or why. I guess maybe because we always have the daylight on. But even in the daylight, it's not really... It definitely needs a directional light on it. This one's sick as well. If you turn down the light, how will you get it feeling like day again? Post-processing skylight? I mean, if you bring it up, like you can find a balance where you bring it up a bit. Because in the post-processing, I mean, if you bring it up, it's still going to be pretty bright. But I mean, that looks like day to me. And the light hitting the wall, that's daytime. Stuff looks really cool. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Did we... I think we got through all the props, no? The streams... We're at like 2 hours now. This one looks like it's kind of whip, but kind of done. This one's done. This one's done. Oh, I didn't feedback on that one, but that one's done. Let me look over here. Hell yeah, dude. Good discoloring. You got the back sorted on there. I saw that. This is good. We fixed the bounding box on the glass, the hourglass. Yes, we did. Nice. Let's see here. This one looked really nice. That was good. This one's good. This looked fine. This looked great. This was good. Dude, look at this. Look at this. There's just a few more things. We've got a what is it? Thumbnails that are going to be, we're going to be all posting on ArtStation all at the same time. So stay tuned for that. Let me read chat here real quick while we wind down. Ben needs to update the main floor. Dude, you guys did amazing for a first project. This is awesome. The next one's gonna be crazy. Are you gonna DDoS ArtStation? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Looking forward to work tomorrow. I feel you. Same. A nice chill Sunday. I got a bunch of Warhammer. One of our coworkers is leaving. He's moving out of country. He's like, "You want my Warhammer stuff?" I think he gave me like, I don't know, 50 paints. It's crazy. Let's see. Let him cook. Let him cook. Just making sure I don't miss any of your... Can you change your FOV to something smaller so it looks better? Oh, you mean so it actually looks like we're in a room? The epic man. I hope it was okay feedback. Have you decided what the next one is? I have, but I mean, I'll talk with the moderators and we'll see if it's a good one, or see if we approach it in another way. We could also post on Kara if you want, as a big group. I don't think anyone's done that on Kara yet. That'd be interesting, actually. No, but Nader, your stuff looks good, man. I don't think there was. I don't think I had any feedback for it, actually. I have to make it Kara. Oh yeah, why not? Why not? As long as it doesn't add any extra stress to you, don't worry about the. It's just, you know, we're posting as a group. It's fun. But cool. Okay, guys. If you have any questions, just drop it in the challenges chat. I didn't note down any of the feedback, so hopefully you guys were taking notes. But cool. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? See you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a good evening, and yeah, until later.